guys, this is Carrie. Welcome to A Crone's Life. Just wrapping up September, trying to show off the way that the cards kind of played together. So there's going to be just a lot of photos here. I do not have the time to tell you each picture what cards or what decks are in the picture. So I'll leave a list of my decks in the description box below. Most of these I've covered in other conversations. I believe I made another video not too long ago that talked about some of these, but you know, you can always look at my Sunday deck setups. Every Sunday I put on, I post a picture and show the new decks that I have for the week. So I do change out generally I change out all 4 decks every week, and yes, I've been very happy with almost all of these decks. There are a couple that I'm thinking about moving along, but I'm not to that point yet. I still enjoy mixing them up with other decks that are more dynamic, maybe. But a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I'm trying to learn 1,000 words for each picture. I do enjoy my journaling lately. So much to say in interesting times, and the way that the cards have played together, it gives me a lot of just a lot of thoughts. It gives me a lot of stories go through my mind when I'm reading the cards this way. So, yep, here's a video. You'll see my hands flying around, but I just wanted to show some of my decks and how they look together. So, this was a lot of fun. I sped it up because I believe I spent, I don't know, 9-10 minutes of doing nothing but swapping out the cards. That seemed a little boring, so I sped it up. But in here I'm telling you what the decks are. But the Erenberg Tarot, I'm not sure that I like it. It's one of those decks where it's interesting and I like their take on it, but everybody's white and everybody has, well, not everybody, most everybody has blue eyes, and it's not thought-provoking. For me, I'm not wowed by it, so that might be one that I move along. The Oracle of 11 is a gorgeous deck, and I love it so very much. It actually pulled a lot of weight that week, and it has mythological stories, folklore in each card, and I do have the bigger book so I can read in depth what the cards were about. The Ripple deck is on the opposite end. I did not realize how much I was going to enjoy that. It seemed to be the perfect card with each reading. And again, the guidebook is really great. It's got a lot of journal type write-ups on each card, and I really appreciate that deck more than I expected. And then the one that I haven't spoken about is the Woodland Fairytale deck, and it's okay. Again, if I were to pull out my favorite decks, it probably would not be on one of those lists. So, yeah. It pulled its weight. I mean, it did fine. It did well. Supportive. It's a very supportive deck, but not one that I would just go to. I think I have to force myself to put it in a rotation. So I'm showing you some things that just look really cool and I'm excited about from the internet. I couldn't help it. It's just beautiful things. The crazy month. This was probably my favorite week, where I was using the Lilifer Tarot and the Thoth Journey Tarot. Then these are the two oracles. So it was the Winterseers by Cielo Thompson and the Place of Energies, what is it called? Los Campos Energeticos. Beautiful deck. I really, again, the guidebook is so amazing. It just knows exactly what to say when you need something said. Yeah. Wonder what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm doing my daily pull. So the first card prompt is to know, and I always use the Spread Crafters cards for that. Basically, I think in depth about each word that comes up, and I write whatever I think goes with it. So a story or a thought or theory, or even just a definition according to me. So to know, and I think it's just wonderful. I think it's just really easy to have a word of the day. And after I use the Spread Crafters deck, I will probably go to another deck, kind of like the Ripple Oracle, where it just has a word on it, and use word decks. That makes sense. The second prompt is to will, and it is what I'm trying to manifest in my life. It is what I want, what I desire. And the cards have given me really interesting, thought-provoking answers for that particular prompt. I probably write the most about what I desire, not because, if any other reason than the cards are so thought-provoking. They're so unexpectedly accurate, and I don't even realize, not in the conscious thought of what it is I'm trying to manifest in my life. I'm just trying to do the thing. The third prompt is to dare, and it is what I should look at this day without fear. So I can pull like the Queen of Cups, and so what I'm telling myself is I should look at how I express my emotions, and how I love, how I care, how I protect others without fear. I should just do what feels right, and that's how I would take that. So that's just an example. The fourth one is what I should keep silent about. So to keep silent is the fourth prompt, and that goes without saying. I mean, if a card tells me to keep silent about, you know, what was really funny is I got the Hermit. So keep silent about keeping silent. Sort of, kind of, not really. And I got the World, and I felt like it was telling me just to keep silent about everything. Just don't talk. Several times I got the Hanged Man, keep silent about your perspectives. I mean, I was being told to just be quiet. I thought that was pretty cool. I can believe it though. Keep silent about my projects, and yeah. Anyway, it's a lot of the fourth prompt, to keep silent, is a really interesting and kind of a fun prompt. Actually, I get a kick out of the answers I get for that. The very last prompt, the fifth prompt, is what am I becoming, and it is to go is the prompt. And yes, to go is where am I going, what am I becoming, and how can I do that better, I guess. So yeah, I like the new prompts. They work well for me. I like the deck choices I've had recently, and I've tried to stay up with my month by taking you guys along with me for the ride. Let's see, I made a little house, a little apothecary with Elena, and she is in love with it. She puts her face right inside of it, like she is just in there doing the thing. We painted a lot. Well, I say a lot. We painted a couple of paintings. One of them, she just got hissy-fitty about it. I'm teaching her how to cut tomatoes. No worries, nothing too sharp. And in this picture, she found a Beetlejuice skeleton. It was adorable. I went on the internet. I was just looking at new decks. So I think it's US Games is where I am on this little clip, and I'm seeing, you know, some very interesting new decks. I did not put a whole lot up here like I wanted to, but it does take up a lot of time, and you guys can go on the internet too. It's, you know, this isn't magic. So this is the Tarot of Tides, The Adventures of a Duck Named Bob, and it was so cute and interesting to me. I love the artwork. So that one I just wanted to show. The Blood Moon Tarot by Sam Gway, I think is her name, or how you say it. I know what her name is, but Gway or Guy, I'm not sure how she pronounces her last name. That tarot deck is now on pre-order. It's becoming mass market. So I'm very excited about that because I did miss out on the Blood Moon tarot deck, and it is lovely. She's a very talented artist. Also, this deck is the Arcana Folia. This was a Kickstarter. I do have this deck as a Kickstarter. I was super excited to see that it is available mass market. It's great. I encourage you to check it out. It might be for you, it might not be for you, but it's beautiful. The cardstock in the Kickstarter version is flimsy. I don't really mind that personally, but it does feel a little cheap. So hopefully it's new printing. They will have better cardstock, U.S. game cardstock, for that deck. Yep, here's some of my crochet. I did a baby blanket and a doily. I did some sleeves on my t-shirt. I wanted to make it more fun, more my style. This is a shawl, and this is me blocking said shawl. I was lucky to have a big piece of cardboard for that. This is the new project, and I've got more current pictures. And we made bread. Elena and I made bread, and it was just okay. It was okay. Hey guys. Well, I was in a car accident yesterday, and my poor Jeep, it still can get you where you're going, but it's not, it's not okay. We're fine. Mom spent the day at the emergency room. She was with me. And the girl that was in the other car is fine. She had her airbag deployed, so a little bit scuffed up on her nose, but and her seatbelt got her around the waist real tight. But that's what happened to Mom, is her seatbelt got her real tight. So this was my day, and I didn't do my card readings in the morning. I just kind of took off to go see Mom. So, not the best day. have a great month, and I will see you later.